but yes, I don't know what it was, but it just seemed like I was like, she looks like a Denise to me, so I'm gonna call her Denise. So Miss V's the best, though. I love you, girl.
Please don't kill Mike. Although we would understand it if you did.
I mean, I'm not gonna get in your way either.
I might draw you a map to his house or something to help you even.
I'll stick a foot out for you and trip him if he tries to run. Of course, apparently, I guess the subject of today is all that dude needs is to fight back is just have some water balloons on hand.
Apparently, after watching the video, you're like, I've never seen somebody curl up so.
Dude was
so much fear from water balloons.
I don't care, man. That 12-year-old was throwing heat.
You're like thinking like he's like throwing some 90-mile curveballs to your nether regions.
I thought for sure he was gonna tag me. So I thought about wearing a cup, but I don't know. All right.
Let's see. You want me to kick us off? You want to kick us off, Matt?
I want to kick us off a little bit.
Okay.
We got some promotions to do, and those are always fun. So we're gonna announce it at the beginning, and then we're gonna, if you don't mind, let's hear from some of your master plan towards the end. Just brief 3-sentence, 5-sentence welcome. But we've got some new leadership over in Frontier. Peak Master is gonna head us off in Frontier. He's gonna make things over there awesome. I spoke with him earlier today. He's got some amazing plans. I'm super excited to help him out and be a part of that, and really he's here for you guys. Peak Master's been with us since early on in OG, and he's community minded. He's really somebody that speaks for the people. He's somebody that's all about having fun, no drama, all fun. All play, no work, and that's what I love about him, man. Is he brings that energy that I need here, and I'm really excited to see what he has to do over in Frontier. So, Peak Master is the new Don of the Frontier family. So here.
Oh yeah, baby! Thank you. Thank you. You're so kind, Vet. Do you want me to say a couple words now, or
yeah? Let's do a little bit now. Let's do a little bit now, and then I'm sure you'll have insight all throughout this meeting. So, what's your master plan, man?
For sure. Yeah, I have lots of cool ideas for Frontier, and really what I want to do is bring the games that you, the community, you, the members, want to play, and help create a space where everyone can have fun, and just from looking at all the enthusiasm and contributions and ideas and the suggestions and new squad applications, like for myself, I'm mainly a shooter gamer, but I'm seeing D&D in there. I'm seeing Minecraft and everything in it. Diablo. If I can help facilitate that, reach out to me, and I want to have as much fun as possible. We're gonna be the party family, and we're gonna have a good time, and there's gonna be a new activity every day. So it's gonna take lots of hard work, and it's gonna take some time to get there. So if anyone's interested in being a part of shaping that, reach out to me, and we can chat and see what you can contribute, and grow from there. So
that's funny. It's already going in chat. Squared chimed in when Peak and I spoke. yeah. Like we'd kind of said, hey, I need this to be a party. I need this to be a 24/7 party. He was like, yeah, that's what I think too, man. And it's exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We're gonna be having a ball in there. So Frontier we're open for business, slowly starting, but we want to get going fast. We want to start having fun right now.
Yeah, I want to see 3 new squad applications in the squad application channel by the end of the team meeting is done. I want to see 3 new ones, and then we can work on it.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Vet. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Good job, so.
I'm excited for you. it's a great opportunity for you. Step up and do something I know you're passionate about, so that's good. Next on the agenda here.
We have more new people to introduce, typical.
Miss Vendetta, right?
Yes.
I was gonna leave that to you because you're the community.
Oh, but you said you were introducing new members, and then you moved on to the next topic.
Oh, sorry. No, I wasn't moving on to the next topic. I was moving on to the next person, Miss V. We haven't forgot about you. Right?
My heart. Oh, I love you.
She.
It's me.
Poor Miss V. So Miss V is the newest member of the community team. She comes to us with a great number of years of experience working with myself, and I really look forward to her helping me keep Mike in line. I definitely need help there. But yeah,
This isn't her first time. This isn't her first time.
A lot of events and things that she's helped out with in the past, along many different ventures that we've been a part of. So, Miss V, you want to say a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Miss V. I know most of the people here, but it's nice to see you all. I don't know. I've been kind of hanging out in the Discord for a bit, and you know, I love a lot of the people here already, and I really like the mission, the goal of OG. So, I was very happy to join and give whatever contribution I can to making this an awesome place. Most of the time, if I'm gaming, I'll be playing Overwatch lately. Sometimes I dabble on Apex or the occasional spooky game. I usually try to drag Squared and Hobo along with me for those. But I look forward to meeting those of you that I don't know.
Super excited to have you to help me. I need help.
Yeah, and I'm very accustomed to keeping Mike in line. That was my job for a long time.
For those of you guys that don't know her, Miss V has been a friend of a lot of us for a long number of years. She came to us way back in a different community. She had a passion, and I know it's still there. She doesn't want to admit it. It's deep down. She had this passion for this game called Fortnite. Man, greatest game ever created, and I know that she just plays it all the time. So if you guys are wanting to play Fortnite, make sure that you direct message her, ask her to play Fortnite, and if she says no, that's just a deflection because her passion runs so high for the game. Just keep asking, and she'll play some Fortnite with you.
H gave it away earlier today when she messaged me and asked me if I was free on Thursday to play Fall Guys or Phasmophobia with our new member, and I was like, Miss V.
Speaking of Phasmophobia, they've done some amazing updates to that game. We need to
I'm gonna re-download it right now.
yeah, we need to get back into that. But I digress.
Level 1000, Miss V.
What Fortnite level are you, Miss V?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah.
But her Phasmophobia level was 1,000. Was it in the thousands?
Yeah, it's over 1,000.
See,
No life. I'm just kidding. Show off.
she's good at finding monsters, man.
She is. Find them.
Yep, I can tell you what kind of ghost it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, promotions are always fun. Introducing new people coming to the team is always fun. At the end of this session, I want to give some attaboys again. But let's start next with some updates on what's going on within OG. I want to speak a little bit about the website, but I feel like Hobo is a little bit better equipped for that than I am. Hobo, can you take that?
Yeah, sure. We've had not as much progress this week because Taylor was on vacation for a week, but we are at a point where we want everybody signing up on the website. We can track attendance of your primary squad. So if you haven't already, please sign up on the website. We're going to be working with squad leadership, our capos and goombas, to show them how to start reporting attendance. And for the other leaders, our family staff, show you guys how to onboard folks. If you haven't already, please get with Vet or I, and we'll show you how to onboard your folks, get them placed into a squad. We expect, hopefully, in the next, maybe aggressive for a week, but let's say 2 weeks max. I'd like to see functional rosters for at least your primary squad. Definitely a focus of being able to track multiple squads. Like if you want to be in 5 squads, this is no problem. It is, with the first plan of it is, it's going to be pretty easy. Well, I say that. Taylor's doing the real work. Taylor and I have a plan, and if you're in a Call of Duty and a Destiny squad, that'll be easy. Where it gets a little more difficult is if you're in like 2 Call of Duty squads, that becomes a little more. So it's going to be in phases. We're going to continue to evolve the website, make it better each and every iteration, but we are ready to track attendance and sign up. So if you haven't, sign up.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about some merch. I know that last week you guys had kind of gotten introduced saying that we're going to have some merch. I want to give you guys a quick update. We're still working on it. We do have one thing that we're looking at right now, and this is just a sample picture right now. It's obviously not to scale yet or anything, but I wanted to give you guys just a sample of what we're working on. The store will be through probably Streamlabs, but we're going to purchase our own URL, basically selling the stickers at what we're getting them for, guys, because why not? It's free advertising for us, right? So if you guys are looking at the Twitch stream, that is what our stickers look like. It is the Omni Gaming logo. And for those of you that are just listening in Discord, you're a nerd. But I can post it in the... I can post the... Okay, there we go. That's what it looks like. It does kind of look like a coaster, but it is a sticker.
I mean, you could use it as a coaster if you want, but I don't know how well that works.
Just stick it on my coffee table and use it as
It's
a
a
permanent
legit-
coaster.
Yeah, I mean, it's a legit vinyl sticker. We do plan on having some like weatherproof ones that could actually go on your vehicles, and potentially making coasters is also on the list and things of that nature, like legit coasters, not a sticker you stick on your table. You can do that if you want to, though. Not judging. T-shirts and more things are coming, but we're starting small, working on one thing at a time.
Spark says he's still owed a t-shirt.
That's up to Vet.
It's funny. It's funny. So, what kind of merch do you guys want to see? I would love to see that in suggestions. We've got y'all want t-shirts. Hey, Aether Scott, I would love to see an OG Hawaiian shirt. I'd buy 10 of them.
How much would you pay for them, typical?
I don't know. I mean, if I want it, I'm gonna buy it.
We make it happen, but they wouldn't be cheap to make these.
Hawaiian
an
t-shirts?
An OG Hawaiian shirt.
I don't know. I don't know what those would cost. Either way, I mean, even I would say what would an OG Hawaiian shirt cost? I wouldn't say they'd be more than $30. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I would say that they would be somewhere north of 20, south of 30, because I know that the regular t-shirts were just north of 20. Yeah. The gaming dice, that could be a thing. The t-shirt is a Vet owed me a t-shirt. That could be. If I made a t-shirt that said I got this t-shirt from Vet because he owed me a t-shirt, would that sell? All seriousness, guys, suggestions. If I open up the channel on what kind of merch you guys want, would love to see your guys' opinions there. So, yep, there it is. Rep our Oregon merchandise. Perfect. Peak is on it.
I tell you what we really need is we need a girlfriend t-shirt.
Yes. The GF.
I'm the girlfriend?
You should have been pelted with water balloons while wearing a t-shirt that said I'm the GF. Like.
No. I was wearing my nice... I actually like that shirt that I was wearing in that video. I'm sad.
Need a redo, bro.
I didn't have time to change. But speaking of videos, we should release this video to the world, Hobo, unless you want to cover something else before we do.
No, hell yeah, man. Let's do it.
So here's what I'm gonna do for those of y'all watching the stream. We're gonna watch it live together. And for those of y'all that are following in Discord, if I could get somebody to hook me up and help me out with a link. But here, here, for your viewing pleasure, we will all sit and laugh. Actually, can I share my screen too? Maybe I could do that. Maybe y'all can watch that.
That's a camera.
Yeah, but we want people to go to our OG Twitch page. Right? So,
Sure, it's the YouTube, but let's watch it all together. Lottie dottie, everybody. Here's me paying up.
Such a girl. I wasn't even getting pied.
Okay.
Mom,
I don't know what I did.
hit record.
I did,
I think that's a plate full of sunscreen.
Yeah,
but I think it's 2 videos.
That's okay.
I mean, kind of looks like a ginger, anyways.
Come on, Nick. Work harder.
Well, half those are bouncing off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
he didn't
said.
fill him up all the way.
He said, "Yeah, that's his excuse.
Now
is
watch
he
this
actually
dude. Wait a
filled the
minute.
balloons up himself.
Wait a minute.
He filled the balloons up himself, which is even worse.
This dude, start. Look at this throwing heat.
That's the point of it.
It's his 12-year-old man-child. Is what it is.
We gotta figure out who that guy's dad is.
We were talking about it today. It wasn't. It definitely is not the postal worker, so it might be a UPS man.
And then here's George getting her treat on, cleaning up the leftovers.
Is that good, girl?
Is Georgia allowed to have whipped cream?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
What kind of bowl is that? Like at least H and Hobo use like paper plates and literally just all in with that. Your wife looked like she took it easy on you.
I don't know. I mean, it didn't feel like it was easy.
I mean, look at your face, and then look at mine and Hobo's faces, and then
Yeah, you were
ask yourself,
smiling.
did I really get pied? And the answer is no.
We need a redo on that one. Can we take
Oh
a
no,
vote?
I
on
got
this?
pie.
Can we take a vote?
That
Can we
that
take a vote on
absolutely
it?
counts.
Can we take a vote on a repieing for vet? Because I don't think that's paying the piper there, bro.
No, I don't think so.
He's see. Yep, Ether. We're gonna try this again.
Of course, everybody's gonna vote yes. You could slather me in pie, and everybody would vote yes.
I think we should leave it to the community members.
Leave it to,
Yeah.
so leave everything to the community right here.
That's a
So far,
cop
it's
out.
5 yeses and 1 no. I think you're probably the only person that voted no on that.
I had to vote. I had to do the no just to get it up there, but
Oh, okay.
somebody else voted no, so now my vote's removed because Vet voted no.
I didn't vote no. Now I voted no.
Shift your vote over to yes now. Is what we need to do.
Nuka, you can't say no. No. Nuka.
Who else voted no? Who's on my
Nuka.
team here?
Nuka.
Nuka, don't you do that, buddy.
Nuka, the one time I like you.
All right, get rid of the no.
now he's taking
Wait,
taking his no back.
Take the no back.
I do have another topic. So we have a new draft of our rank images. I'm going to post in the chat. I don't know if you're able to share on stream, but you guys asked for shinier. It is in fact shinier. I did get some more feedback that you guys wanted it to like be at a different angle so you can see the band. And I made a request. I'm waiting to hear back from the artist that's making our rank images. But do you guys have any feedback on the newest draft of our ranks?
Dope, bro.
I think they look pretty good.
Yeah, I like how the street ranks are more like you get the enforcer angle where the officers aren't going out doing the cleanup duty with a Tommy gun, right? They're wearing the crown. They got owl for wisdom. I like the symbolic difference. So, but yeah, I think you were probably talking about. I mentioned. I think I didn't even notice that they were rings. But if you can do like a little bit, like maybe like a perspective change, it would help just to show that they're rings, but not a game changing thing, right?
Yeah, so as soon as I get the draft of an image back with the different perspective, I'll share that. We'll compare and contrast the two, take a vote, and we'll have our final ranks. We'll start getting those up on the website.
I'm gonna share it here on the stream right. As soon as I can figure it out. Right now. There you go. That's what it looks like for those of y'all watching on the stream.
Stream's down, buddy. We're talking about it on the actual Twitch page. Come on.
Yep, I see it on Twitch. Looks good. I think they look clean. They did a great job. Like the skipper and the stoolie and all the it makes sense. She did a really good job, I think, on the boss of all bosses rank with the little OG in the center.
So wait a minute, where's the girlfriend rank? I should get like a purse and like some nail files or something. Is that what you break out of prison with when you get what do you call it?
Cake.
Yeah, cake. Yeah, Nuka's got it right there. All right. Well, what else we got going? I like the ranks.
Well, we have, let's see, updates from each family and the community team, and then onboarding discussion, and then maybe another item or two. But we can start with the updates.
I think it's a little soon for peak, so let's go with
H.
Fireman. H, you want to do community team first?
No, it doesn't matter. Fireman can go first.
She's the best too.
We'll go in alphabetical order of family, and I'm not a family, so Call of Duty.
Okay, I suppose. Not a whole lot to report this week. We're up to 10 squads. We're having a rough time with attendance on one of them in the East. They play ranked, and unfortunately, we just don't have many ranked players right now. So they've got, I believe they're at 3 right now. But obviously, our biggest fix to that is going to be recruiting. We're trying to do the best we can. Other than that, squad attendance has been pretty dang good. I was obviously out of town for a week, so I didn't do any onboardings, but Mike and you guys have all picked them up, and we've added a few new members. But like I said, the big thing going forward is recruiting. We've got to try to get more from the east side to try to boost their numbers up. We've got 2 squads there, and then the third one is the one that is really struggling with attendance. So hopefully going forward we can fix that. We currently don't have an underboss for the east side because the one that we did promote had a job change and he's unable to perform his duties, so he stepped down. At this point, I haven't filled it. I am going to look to fill that to help out, but with only having 2 active squads, it's not like a giant rush to fill that spot. I want to see our squad succeed before we start filling those positions, but I will be looking to fill that shortly. Other than that, I think things are going pretty good, and we're, like always, we're excited to see the growth.
What do y'all have for events or anything coming up? Do you guys have anything planned right now? Or
Not
in the
at this
planning?
time, but I know that was one thing in the works to try to get like a cool game night going or something.
Heck yeah.
Like maybe like a Warzone night, something. Definitely in the works. I want to get some cool games going and get the community together. But I do know a lot of people have been playing together on LFG. They've been mixing up squads and just whenever they're free, they're gaming together. A lot of activity, and people seem to be having a really good time. I haven't seen any big complaints. I know a lot of people are looking forward to being able to track their own attendance. So that'll be nice to do that going forward. Right now we've got our little tracking agenda or tracking that Squared made. It's working good. But we're excited to start using the website.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's a reality very soon here. So,
cool.
If you want to start working on it tonight,
Yep.
we can do it, Fireman.
There
we
you
can
go.
do that.
I'm in.
All right, let's Shroomage, I'm not sure if you can speak.
Yeah, okay.
All right. let's hear about the wonderful world of Destiny.
Sure. We're pretty stable at 40 members right now. Had a couple of squad staff step down due to real life stuff last week, but we're working on backfilling them with new folk. Getting a couple new squads open, and we've got some events coming up in the future, but no dates right now because Neuro's out this week and then I'm out next week. But we want to definitely get some, recruiting nights and just, some community fun nights on the calendar here soon, maybe the month of August.
And that will be open to everyone, or are you looking to do that just within the... Okay, cool.
Yeah, anyone's welcome to join.
So put that for y'all out there that even if you don't play Destiny, but you want to meet a cool crowd of people and get that community feel going, Destiny's hosting some cool stuff. So put that on your calendars when they get it out.
We're starting to get some membership from Second Battalion now. We got one member from overseas. Hopefully that'll start budding here soon too.
Yeah, starting to get some international growth. I think Nebula's been there. He's been waiting for. Make sure you pair those two together.
Brad Hack.
So yeah, Mr. Brad Hack himself. All right.
Neo on west or I'm sorry, east too. He's I think India.
That's who we're talking about. Yep. Neo.
Yeah.
Neo's been a good addition over there.
Yeah, for sure.
He's an awesome dude.
And it just seems like everyone's having fun. I mean, everyone's playing almost every day. It seems like. So even outside of practice.
Oh yeah, Destiny is one of those always active
very
divisions.
Active community, yeah. So if you want to join in on a raid or something, just pop in our LFG channel. Someone ought to be around to pop in with you.
They're great teachers too. If you want to learn, there's always somebody that'll teach you.
For sure.
I just need you to bring your back brace so you can carry me. That's really what it's about.
There's always someone there to carry too.
Even I can carry you in Destiny. That's a side
note. All right, well, let's hear a little bit about Overwatch. Hobo or Squared? Do one of you guys want to take that one?
If I take the west, can you take the east, Age?
I mean, I was out all week last week, so I don't really have any updates. We're still looking for a staff for basketball squad. So, but other than that, the other squads are doing well. That's all I got for you.
Oh, then I may touch base with those east side friends and make sure they're all doing well. I know on the west, Beatlemania squad, he's doing great, but they're kind of like been playing together for so many years. They don't really require a lot. They just get together and play Overwatch. Bio on the Stet squad, they're doing great. LFG on the Xbox is going very well. I know the last practice they picked up 2 more folks. I actually recruited 2 IRL friends console. Hopefully they'll make their first practice tonight. Otherwise, it'll make me look silly. So I don't know if C Fox or Atomic Blondie are watching, but go to practice, please. I think Overwatch is doing great. A lot of growth, not a lot of effort. The LFGs, like literally, we'll post something up, and within 15 seconds, we've got it filled. And we just queue, and either we're a fit or we're not. And if they're a fit, like the last 2 were, we say, hey, check out our Discord. So I think it's going to go well. Toothy and Bio, they're got, just a wealth of Overwatch experience. They've been doing it for a lot of years, and I think that the new members are going to be really lucky to have their leadership in Overwatch. So I think we're set up for success there.
Overwatch, one of those forever dependable game that never dies. Always going to be a competitive scene there. Always going to be an active player base there. It's always one of those most streamable games that they can. It's just man, y'all get. It seems like you go through a lull. You just get a few people, and then that thing takes off, and next thing you know, there's 15 squads there. But it goes through every game. It seems like it kind of goes through lulls in content, left, right, and center. But I like what Overwatch has got going on for it right now. I wish I was better at it.
Can't be any worse than me, bro.
Yeah, I wish Vet and Mike were better at Overwatch too. Yeah, community team.
So, community team, we are planning on getting together later this week, most likely on Thursday, around 8 or 8:30 Eastern to have a quick meeting, and then also we are going to be streaming either Fall Guys or potentially Phasmophobia if Miss V can be there to carry us, because we need all of her good weapons and books and I don't know what else you need. All
She
the
knows
good
I'm trash.
gear is the word I was looking for.
Hope you got a bankroll, Miss V.
I'm
I
sure she
do.
does.
I haven't played in a very long time, but I still have all my money.
You're about
I
to
haven't
run
played
out.
since we played last, so we got you. It's been a long time, but it'll be great.
I think I might be a millionaire actually from what I've not played.
And so we will definitely stream the Phasmophobia if that's the route we go, or the Fall Guys. And you guys can definitely watch those shenanigans take place, especially with Mike there. It'll guaranteed to be a ridiculous time. We just had the community team just did their National Glizzy stream, which from the looks of it, it did not save, which breaks my heart because I was not able to be here on Wednesday for that. I only got to watch part of it. I couldn't actually listen in because I had two nieces that were getting ready for bed. So I was kind of sad not to be able to see that. And then down the road, I know it's only July, but there's no time better than now to start thinking about Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays, and we will be sponsoring a Halloween costume contest based off of that was one of the goals that y'all hit from the serving area military stream. So we'll be doing that in October. It's always Halloween in my soul too. I agree with you, Ms. V. And so start thinking about your costumes and such, and we'll do more details between now and then on how the contest will work. But never hurts to start brainstorming for that amazing holiday.
I just want to see Yvette dressed up as a glizzy for Halloween. That'd be amazing.
Do we actually? I thought we had the whatever VODs for 30 days, Matt.
What's that? Say again?
Since they streamed on our Twitch, don't we have the VOD for 30 days? Can't we put that on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
I didn't see it when I looked at the Twitch. It was gone.
I mean, I actually heard from a lot of people that it actually was really super entertaining. Peak was one of them. Like I didn't think it was. I didn't expect it to go as well as it did, but I guess me and Shade talk about all this. Pretty much talk all the time, anyways. So it was just like hanging out with my buddy in the same room eating hot dogs.
Yeah, and if there are other holidays that you would like to see Mike and a guest star eat food for, definitely let us know. I don't want to say the grosser the better because I don't necessarily want to watch it if it's super gross, but at the same time, I kind of like making Mike suffer. So whatever y'all think. When is the pizza holiday, Winnie? I'd love to come up with some good ideas, have y'all vote on toppings again. I think it was a good community involvement, and it was definitely entertaining to watch. I just wish I could have heard it. Oh, we have till February for that? Oh, wow. Okay, something sooner, preferably, but we could definitely do that in February.
Let's just Google it. We'll do Vet's favorite thing and use the verb. I will Google international food holidays. International food holidays.
But yeah, we
Got a
can
little
definitely
smile out of him.
Yeah, he knows.
So, I did find the Glizzy party. It is up on Twitch now. I'll export it to YouTube later. So
perfect. Thank you.
So
and I have a blooper from before when I'll just leave it a mystery and I'll send it to you so you can post it up. But it's a hilarious blooper. So
hey, there's a National Rum Day, Vet.
No.
August 16th. Now that'd be a fun one to do. Sweet Tea Day on the 21st. There's nothing crazy, but the Rum Day sounds.
I'm on vacation Thursday night for a week and a half. Whatever holidays that are there that involve drinking, that would be the time.
Well, then there's a National Whiskey Sour Day on August 25th, and then the best thing ever that we should do is National Burger Day, August 7th.
I don't know if I'm ready for you to see me in that light. National Whiskey Sour Day, like
Oh, that sounds like a terrible hangover.
Sounds like a
Just
terrible
thinking of
night.
cherries, whiskey, and sweet and sour mix. It sounds phenomenally terrible.
I don't know if
Come
we
on,
have
whiskey
the
sours are the best.
So, Mike, you seem like you're going to require a lot of liability insurance.
We all
Sorry.
know that you probably should have had that done on day one.
Yeah, that's on you, Hobo. That's on you.
I would totally dress up like Captain Jack Sparrow and drink rum. Thank you, Miss V. I would see that. Ideas like that.
I would do that, Miss V. Yeah. I would go
Ideas
get a
like that
pirate
get me
costume.
thrown out of cars with my wife. Like, shit, I'm not going with you if you're dressed like that. Yes, you are, because I'm driving, or you're not going.
We could
going
do like 10
to this
rum
bar.
drinks. 10 rum drinks over
Dressed up as Jack Sparrow. I am.
You'll rule
Yeah.
the day.
I will. I would totally do that. I have no shame. National Potato Day. Okay. Creative potatoes. All right, I could get behind that.
Jason's Deli has the best potatoes ever.
We do have one more topic to knock out before we wrap for the evening. A little more serious, but it's around our onboarding.
Yes.
I guess there's kind of two parts, right? We've got the onboarding and welcome community feedback on how that's going. And then we've got the second part, which is how the heck we're going to tackle our 30-day onboarding since we went from like 0 to 300 in a month and we've got to onboard hundreds of people at the 30-day mark, like the re-intro. So, yeah. What do you guys think about the initial onboarding process? Did you guys like how you were onboarded into the community?
Somebody is having a ball.
Someone's having fun.
Whoever it is, I'm just jealous. That's all. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Live your
Sounds like
life.
it makes me laugh.
All right.
Mike, you have a different voice for laughing.
You have a very feminine laugh.
No, that's my wife is laughing. Sorry. If you can hear
We're
it.
just gonna pretend it's you, dude. It's okay.
At least she's laughing. That, I guess, is the best part about it.
Definitely
just kind of I guess maybe kind of being a devil's advocate here. I know we've all been involved in the onboardings and stuff. And I know we're trying to figure out how. I guess that was part of what we talked about the other night, Hobo, was like how we can actually kind of maybe delegate this a little bit to the actual, at least the outboarding process, I guess is a better way of putting it, to the dons of the families or something of that nature, so that way it could be a little less on us. Even though I know it seems like I do sit in the onboarding room for 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, as long as I'm not getting teeth kicked out of my face. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of a, what can we do to maybe ease the process? Because obviously we are having more people come in than we actually, way more than we initially expected. So
yeah, I think, well, I was having a conversation a little earlier today with Miss V, kind of explaining community team, and we had it was very informal, but conversation is essentially, yeah, it's nice to have the community team having these conversations with the members, because if there's an issue with leadership, those folks can just take it straight to the top and say, here's the problem, you need to change everything about Call of Duty because fireman is not whatever, right? Or not,
Yeah.
thankfully that's not the case, and Call of Duty is just crushing it. But if there were an issue, so I hear you. I think we do need to get all of our family staff actively engaged, helping us on board, but I don't want the community team to step too far away from it. At least that's my thoughts. So obviously everyone here in the community, y'all are welcome to speak up.
Agree. I think it's kind of cool with whoever. I'm sorry, I just read the chat and I literally couldn't continue to talk. This might be the shortest time that a community team member has been in position. Just kidding, guys. Well, we're gonna teach Miss V the ways of bacon. But no, so distracted now. That's why I can't do two things at once. But I do think kind of the first person that especially people who are new to us, who don't know any of us from anywhere before, I think it's kind of cool to be able to talk to that first person again and kind of have that person as not a lifeline, but like we're kind of there for them. It gives them a familiar face from someone outside of their division, outside of their family potentially. And it, like Hobo said, if I was a member and, Destiny, I'll pick on a different family to give Fireman a break. If I was a member in Destiny and I really did not like how Shrimmage was doing things, I might not feel comfortable telling Shrimmage that he's doing a horrible job and I think everything about the family needs to change. But if I, went and I talked to Mike, I would be probably more open to telling him how things are going. So I think having multiple people and doing them is better than just having just the Dons and the underbosses do them for that family. We'd have more accurate data of what people are believing and what they're thinking, in my opinion.
Maybe we can roundtable. What do you think, Pete?
Yeah. I like the idea of the community team taking that on, and I'm sorry to Mike. I definitely haven't been carrying my side of the load, so maybe
terrible. You are the worst community team ever.
Maybe he feels a little more overworked than.
Super salty about this, by the way.
All right. Maybe I think the community team shouldn't do this now. No, I remember in an old org where I met all you guys. Vet recruited me to play Tarkov through Reddit, and when
Worst
I joined,
game ever created.
Sorry, pardon.
Worst game ever created.
Oh
it's
yeah,
a love-hate relationship.
He got me off leave to come play Tarkov, which was like I might as well have chopped my fingers off. Just I probably would have dealt with less pain, and agony in my life.
If you want to know what playing Tarkov is like, just stab yourself in the leg, let it heal for a couple weeks, and then continue stabbing that same spot. That's what playing Tarkov's like. I'll let you continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I sat down with Vet, and he was the beginning of my time in that org, and that was someone I really was able to learn what the organization was about and bounce questions off of him, and it made me feel like I had a way in, right? So if you're chatting with someone and it could be the same person that you can bounce questions off about Omni Gaming, I think that will create a good dynamic for new members to be able to join and feel welcome and included. So,
well, I agree with that 100%, but at the same time, it comes down to a point where when Vet and I were actually discussing this, and Hobo and I were talking about it also, the out processing procedure. Because a lot of it is we still haven't actually set our standards on how many unexcused people can have, do this restart over if they've got an unexcused. And a lot of it was the website wasn't fully functional, so we couldn't actually see the attendance of certain people as well as play with them and know how they're getting along with everybody else. So those were kind of the things the problems that we were trying to foresee about how we can do this 30, when a member has reached their 30 days, do the review, no one else better but the Dons, I guess the underbosses.
I do think the community team should be a little bit bigger. But obviously I think the community base has outgrown the potential for us to manage it, right?
Well, the onboarding is not the problem. It's the big issue is that the 30-day process when they're done with the 30 days of how we're going to do the interview process is what we were kind of coming to figure out how.
I was under the impression they couldn't have any unexcused for those first 30 days.
That is, yeah, that's how
All
that
right.
should.
But on my attendance tracker that Squared made, if someone has an unexcused practice, I put a little mark next to their name, basically starting over their 30-day process.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Okay,
cool.
so we are it is a complete reset if they have an excuse.
Yes.
Process.
That's all. That's one of their for the first.
And then
probation.
I've had a few people just recently hit 4 unexcused, and I took them back to a guest.
Is it 4? Yeah, we'll have to talk. See, these are the things we've really got to talk through. Because we want to go back to this 30-day thing. Where I think we're kind of struggling is that capos don't know that they have God rights, right? It is your squad. You get to decide who's here. Nobody has to break any rule to get kicked out of your squad. If they can't play with your folks, if you guys can't have fun as a unit, you have that authority to make sure that that person's not playing with you. And you don't have to wait 30 days. Right? Hit up whoever. Hit me up personally. Hit up Hobo and let me know that this person shouldn't be in your squad. And maybe it's just a bad fit. Like maybe you guys don't click, and maybe we can find another squad. That's fine. It doesn't have to be like hurt feelings, but I get the sense from talking to some of our newer capos that the culture's not being spread far and wide. People don't know that, hey, our capos are in charge of their squads. They get to decide who's here. They're ultimately responsible for whether or not that squad is having fun. And that, to me, is why this 30-day follow-up, the community team needs to be such a big part of that. Because
maybe what we could do is start also is like kind of maybe we need a broadcast or something that will have like this might I guess a giant onboarding with a giant group of people. So that way, instead of like, us like sitting, me sitting in a lobby for 8 hours a day waiting for people to come in, that we could just have something scheduled to where all the people that haven't done their onboarding and just broadcast it daily or something through the announcements, so that way people can see it. And we can, because that's how many do we have that aren't onboarded? Like over 100 right now.
So I'd like to speak to that real quick. So
yeah, let's look.
Just while you're looking for that info, Mike, I had kind of said something to that effect. So you gotta be careful with that, right? If you're gonna do a mass onboarding, right, especially on a 30-day review, maybe kind of add in something that like, hey, if anyone needs to talk to me private one-on-one after this, because let's say OG Shroomage, I'm a Destiny member, and Shroomage is just making fun of me every day. He's telling me that my Titan's ugly and he doesn't like my shaders, and he's just constantly putting me down, right? And at the 30 days, I'm like, man, I get this mass onboarding. I got 15 other people all in Destiny who are my friends, who are also friends with Shroomage. I'm less inclined to speak up about Shroomage. So we do kind of want it to be a personalized experience. So if you are going to do a mass onboarding, maybe add that in the end, like, hey, if anyone needs to talk to me one-on-one after this, feel free to stay.
Well, the onboarding is what I'm talking about, is the initial.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were talking about
we're going to call that the out. Let's refer to that as the outboard.
Okay.
Because that's, So that's like kind of like where we're kind of coming from, like what we've all been talking about. We need, like, I guess us as a team, like you and I were talking about questions to ask, and I passed them over to Fireman. He said they look good. Did I give to you, Hobo, what Vet and I discussed?
We got him last night.
Okay.
I got some questions from Vet on outboarding, and I like them. They're awesome. The only cat was adding that in, like, do you have anything how is your leadership treating you? By the way, if you want to talk to me about it one-on-one, stay after, kind of.
But I also feel like if you stay after, if we're in a public room where people can see that we are you really going to be the one to stay after and talk to me one-on-one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The outboarding is what I'm talking about, is that should be done with people that know them. So that's like, instead of us.
No,
because if I have an issue with Shroomage as my Destiny Dawn, and he's coming to me and asking me about, hey, how do you feel about your family? I don't think I'm going to be as open as I would be coming to Miss B and saying, Shroomage is a complete jerk, and I really don't enjoy being here. Love you, Shroomage.
He's such a terrible person too. No, but I guess the point is that, like I said, us as the community team, we don't know these people, And like I said, if Fireman and I went and like all the onboardings that Fireman has done has been for Call of Duty, correct?
I've done a few others, but mostly Call of Duty.
So he would know these people more from playing with them in part of the Call of Duty division versus me that's been onboarding just every random Joe that comes in and is like, making sure they understand what we're doing, what we're about, all this other stuff. And then it's like, if I go back and do the 60 people I don't know how they, I don't know what they're playing necessarily besides what I've marked. I don't know what they're doing. Like I said, until I can't even see the attendance right now, so I don't even know how to check that. So I mean, it's just little things like that are like, I feel like we should give we should give it to the division, in my opinion, but at the same time, like Vet said, add a caveat that being like, if you are having problem, please reach out to so and so, Miss V, Mike, H, and then let them know what's going on. So there's a level to where the CT is still involved in this, but at the same time, we are not, I'm not, spending, what is that, of like 50 people, 500 minutes of my, of a week, like doing outboardings. So
I like what Bio just said. What if you have sister families? Maybe we don't have divisions. Maybe unbiased person from Destiny who doesn't know OW leadership can be a point of contact if someone is afraid of bias. I was thinking the same kind of thing. OW does Destiny.
That's kind of what our CT team is designed to do, though. They're unbiased and outside of divisions.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have the CT. If we do it that way, that the CT would be doing all of the outboarding.
Everything, yeah.
And I will say, I need all of you to step up and join the CT if that's.
Yeah, it's 100. Exactly. Like it's. Yeah, there's no like I said. I mean, like we were initially talking about. I mean, if we were going to be responsible to do these outboardings, it would be like me and Fireman spending so much extra time. Like that's a lot of time to do. Asking questions, do an interview for all these individuals that we have done, not to mention the time it's going to take to schedule something with these people.
So I only have one. I take one issue with that one. I'm going to use Destiny as an example. Actually, I'm going to use Call of Duty as an example. I always pick on Destiny. Fireman, you know as well as I do that every Call of Duty person that I have ever met has always. It seems like every guy that I've ever spoken to that plays Call of Duty is like, yeah, I used to be on an esports team. And I'm a super competitive player, and maybe they think they're really good, and sometimes, not saying that they're always bad, but sometimes they are not as good as they thought they were. Would I trust somebody from Overwatch to come over and say, yeah, they need to be in a competitive squad because this is what they want? I don't know. What are your thoughts, Fireman?
I kind of agree with what Mike said. I'm all for the community team doing onboardings, but when they go to outboard, the Don and the family staff, they're gonna know that person a whole lot better. Like in my case, I've got a lot of people who joined at the same time. So my intention was, I've fallen behind on a couple of them because we're getting to that point where people are hitting their 30 days. But my intention
we have
was
106 people.
Yeah,
106 people that need outboarding.
Yeah, exactly. So like I've got an entire squad from multiple squads, like Bushmaster, for example. They just hit their 30 days, every one of them. They have zero issues. Everything's been running very smoothly. No complaints, no concerns. My intention was basically to join their next practice and just talk to them. Hey, how's things going? You guys all doing good? Any questions, concerns? Go over the questions that Mike made for us and then transition them to members. I don't think the community team or any outsider has to get involved in the outboarding of those members. That's my thought.
That's a wide stretch from where it's okay, but I don't agree at all.
I mean, like that's what I'm saying though. Like, I mean, are you like, how are we gonna do this outboarding process? That's a lot of people, and it's a lot of people we don't know. But I do agree with the fact that having a familiar face, the initial person you talk to, like do these interviews and stuff like that. That's a lot of time. So either we're gonna need, like H said, either we're gonna need a shit ton more people involved in the community team, or we're gonna need to figure have the families involved in this as well. So
yeah, if you told us we had to spend 15 minutes onboarding every member individually and 15 minutes outboarding every member individually, we better get to hiring because
So-
I don't have that kind of free time.
Yeah, none of us do. It's IRL. IRL is IRL.
I think it goes counter to what the intention of the outboarding and the onboarding process is I wanted family staff to be hands-on with every member. I wanted the Don to know everyone personally, at least a little bit.
I agree with that.
I'm 100%.
That's why I'm saying I think Destiny focuses on Destiny, Call of Duty focuses on Call of Duty, and the intention wasn't to do group meetings, but we just had such a mass influx, we had no choice. But going forward, I think we need to go back to single interviews.
I think if you're a good Don, you should be able to know what groups you can pick to do as a group and who maybe you need to talk to one-on-one.
Like I was saying a minute ago, I know every member of like Bushmaster Squad gets along. They all attend practice all the time. They have great camaraderie. They're really good. I have no issue doing them all at once because I know that they're all happy. Everything's going good.
And as a Don, if you don't have an open door policy, then
and yeah, that's the other thing. If people have had concerns, they probably would have came to us sooner. They're not going to wait for that 30 days to express their concerns.
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily true, though. I'll tell you, working in corporate America, when I sit down with one of my, and I'm not a manager, I'm, a higher level of leadership, so I don't talk to these folks all the time, but when I sit down and have a one-on-one, and that's what they're called, a one-on-one conversation with a team member and say, hey, how is it going? What does, your career look like? Is your leadership supporting you? Do you feel like you understand what you got to do to get promoted? Are you happy here? Are we supporting you? What can we do better? They don't just hit me up out of the blue and, their bosses, whatever, and say, yeah, hey, these are the things I expect from you. Like, you have to facilitate that conversation.
But also at the same point where you're going with that, like in corporate America, you also have an HR office that they're going to be able to come to complain if there's a certain situation that arises.
Which is the CT. Right?
No, sorry, dude. I'm having my I'm working on it's our client onboarding. Like literally, I'm onboarding like all my clients for the month right now as we're talking. So.
Oh, you're good. I mean, the community and others, y'all are welcome to disagree. We're getting up on time, and I want people to have time to prepare for practice. Miss V, you're new. You got a fresh perspective on this. What do you think?
Oh yeah, force her hand, make her way in.
Yeah,
everyone's judging face on.
She's gonna be like, I'm putting the leash on Mike immediately and the muzzle. He doesn't need to talk anymore. Mute.
Yeah. Where did I put my muzzle? I mean, I see a lot of the perspectives, and maybe it's something that we, maybe we come up with a game plan and then, leave it open to evolution if we find that it doesn't work as well.
It's a good
So
point.
nothing concrete.
I have something to say.
But don't worry, I'm going to pick on you next.
After listening to Mike and Fireman talk about getting that really specialized, that person who really knows, I think what I was explaining about Vet with me, he was the facilitator of our old family, right? So to be able to reach out and chat with a Don and to get that feedback, I think that's you're getting something that's more meaningful than someone who's talking to me about Destiny. I don't know anything about Destiny, and they might talk something specific. They don't like this aspect of how the squad's being run, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that I'm hearing all that, but I don't understand what they're saying. I think having someone who knows what practices look like, who knows what the game looks like, what the community looks like, I think that's a little bit more meaningful feedback, and you can bounce off of someone who understands what you're saying, right? So if someone came up to me with a Destiny problem, like I said, I'd have no idea. If someone has a problem with Fireman specifically, that's a different story. And you know, like you said, we're HR, and you know, people are free to, you know, come and talk to us at any time. But like I don't know how, out of the 300 members that we have right now, I don't know how a difficult situation, like how many are going to have problems with Fireman, or going to have problems with Shroomage, or and anyone else, right?
Everyone's gonna have problems with Shroomage. We all know how much of a terrible person that guy
Yeah,
is.
he's the worst.
So let me pick on Peak now. Let me ask the community, and I know that we're running short on time, so I'll make it brief. If we were to assign one CT per family, which I'm not totally against it, I'm not really for it either. If we were to assign one CT per family, how would you manage to assign CTs for the Frontier division? So we're assigning one per game, right? Some like a subject matter expert for that game that can come in and say, hey, I am also a Destiny member, right? I know this community. Imagine being in Frontier, where we have everything from Minecraft to 6 Days in Fallujah. We expecting one guy to be an expert in all of those?
Okay, I hear where you're coming from. But like, also
I lived
like
it.
me,
I lived it. Like Peak's gonna get to live it now. So
well, so we work together. I like, part of what my role was before. I lived part of that too. Not to the extent of Mike, but I think that's exactly what that proves exactly my point. Is you have to be ready for what you've signed up for. So like, I know what I'm getting into with Frontier. I know that there's multiple games and multiple different communities, and I'm ready for that. But you know, the regular community team member, you know, I might never touch Destiny, and that's why I would never be Destiny Dawn. I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about, you know, Halo. I would get someone who knows a little more. Like Schmitty's really good at playing in Halo, right? Or Tarkov, or you know, something else. And I think that you need to you have to have the people who are specialized in those games and in those communities, and you know, people who know the people who are playing there, to be able to build those relationships. And you know, I'm sure there's really nice guys in Destiny or Overwatch. I can't build a meaningful relationship through that game because I don't enjoy that, and I don't know, I can't talk with them, right? So I think it's important to have those post onboarding meetings with someone who you've built that connection with, right? And can take that feedback with more sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
Let's use Mafia terms with
so beautiful.
With more panache.
So
with more panache.
I just got a mod thing on. I just got a mod thing on Twitch. Someone was.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what in the world?
It just yeah. Anyway, someone who can take that feedback more meaningfully, right? So.
Well, maybe that's something we need to do from the community team, is maybe start. Maybe we need to have like this is kind of getting into the borderlands of like when we were trying to establish like the community team and what it is, and it seems like it's like right now it's like all of the other things that were part of the other org, but all meshed into one. So maybe we should have a CT, like maybe we should start getting our CT members based off of representatives of the groups that they're playing with. If that makes a little bit sense.
I really don't want the CT to be mapped to a family in any way, shape, or form. I think that's harmful.
And that's not what I'm suggesting. I'm just saying in this post onboarding step in our community, that it should be handled by someone. That one step should be handled by someone who has built a relationship with that person, right? And if sorry, go ahead.
Let me hit you with something, Pete. And I'm not, obviously you and Mike have an opinion, and I think we need to put it to the community to decide. We'll put up a poll or something, but let me hit you with this. The Don is cool. They know their family. Like Fireman, he's gonna know, like, I gotta group these people who play Warzone. I got a group of these people who play Comp or Destiny. They know, Shrimmage knows, PvE over here, PvP over there. And that's great. We need their strategic leadership. But you know who's responsible for a squad? A capo. You know who needs to know something about that game or whether or not that person is a good fit? Not the community team. The community team needs to know whether or not somebody's having fun. The expert on the game and the expert on whether or not this person is having fun in that squad is the capo. So the capo is the one who's going to speak game specific. The capo is the one who's going to tell the community team member, this person's a fit, or hey, you got your 30-day conversation. This is why you can tell them why they're not going to be in my squad anymore.
So have the capos start doing the outboarding. I mean, that would solve all the issues there, right there.
Well, capos are not going to be allowed to do outboardings by themselves. I think that's a little much to put on a capo, but yeah, they have to have a role in the process. Mm-hmm. And the community team and a Don, I'm not saying just the community team do it, but what if Dons do what they can do, and the community team, we say at least 10% of your outboardings you have to have the community team involved, because if you don't have their involvement, you're not going to be able to detect systemic issues in an area. All I'm saying is don't entirely exclude the community team from the outboarding process, and also don't let the Don become some, yep, everything's good in my area because it's my area and I'm amazing and all my people, I talk to them all the time, they're great. Like, you have to have an outsider telling you whether you're on point or not. And that's what I do with me, right? I constantly am telling the community team, like when Epsi was here helping us, hey, go do onboardings, go talk to my leadership teams, tell me where I am needing to improve. I expect our family leadership to do the same thing. And if we are going to say exclusively family staff will do outboarding, I don't think that's wise, but you guys are welcome to outvote me on this. I think it should be a community decision on how we move forward.
I think we've lost focus. I don't think it's either community team or Dons doing the outboardings. I think we were just saying that it can't just be the community teams, and we think that the Dons will be able to
100%.
Contribute something valuable to
100%.
the offboarding experience, right? So
yeah, because I'm sure that H doesn't have all the time. I'm sure I don't have the time. I'm sure Miss V has the time to go through. As tomorrow, it'll be like 110 people that need to have these onboard or the outboard done. So yeah, we need to somehow figure out a system to where, I mean, I think Pete you actually hit the nail on the head, Hobo, talking about like the people that are going to know the members better are going to be the capos of the squads. So I mean, we just need to figure out something that's going to be functional to where it's not going to be, me being buried in onboardings and outboardings, on top of my work schedule. Like, I mean, you can't do it. H can't do it. Pete can't do it. I can't do it. We can't. I mean, unless we're going to make a schedule of like what time we're going to be in this room, X amount of hours a day, and doing these things. So, I mean,
well, then we agree. We're over on time. I really don't want to take away from people's ability to prepare for practice. Vet, or anybody else here, did you have any closing comments?
Would like to pull this up on my phone and thank our server boosters, and I think Vet had some out of boys and girls and whatever else he had. You talked about?
Yeah.
Vet, if you're ready, you can take it over.
Yeah, let me dive in here. Again, I'm gonna shout out some of the same people from last week because I still see them doing great things. Mike Peluso in the chat all the time, onboarding, just a machine, solving problems at the family level. Been great, just wonderful. Miss V, I can't quite give you an attaboy yet, but I'm expecting to give you one next week. Attagirl. Shroomage, hey, we got you over in Destiny. I said, hey, they expect a bi-weekly meeting, and here's where I left off, and this dude picked it up and ran with it like just like an NFL quarterback. And added Denise for Miss V. I see Call of Duty doing great things. I'm not as involved as I would like to, just because I hate the game. But I do like some of your members, if that helps. I know some of you guys are gonna shoot me. I see I see Gaming Chef over there doing good things. I wanna mention him. Sparks has been largely pretty active. As much as I hate to give credit to somebody in Overwatch, I will. I see Nuka in there making it happen. And being active in other games as well too, and I think that is really where we want to go with this community. I've always said that the game doesn't make the family; it's the members of the community that make the family. So those are my attaboys for attagirls for this month. Obviously, we don't want to forget our upper staff. Peak, welcome to the big leagues here. That's what we're expecting. Great things from you, and obviously everybody in the upper CSC has been doing amazing. But yeah, that's what I got. Aether, it's really sad to see you as a guest. I think you should just bite the bullet and come on over, join the clan, and stop playing love games with me, as old Greg would say. Stepping, tearing with my emotions, Aether. You've been playing with my emotions for years. And I'm tired of it. So those are my.
Either drinks Bailey's from a shoe. That's that thing we.
He does drink Bailey's from a shoe. That's what everybody in Jersey, because they're homeless. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, that's it. Those are my attaboys, attagirls. Squared, I'll let you get to the nitro boosters.
All right, so server boosters. I'm gonna make this real quick so y'all can get to practice. But definitely want to let y'all know we do appreciate you. Bio, Brex, Shroomage, Typical Vet, Sparks, Nuka, Only User Frag, Halo Hobo, Valhalla, Neuromancer, Bud Zeus, Valorous, Vane, Premise Rules, Wolfie, Alpha Wolf, Unhinged, Osnick, Chester's, Beatlemania, and Lixer. Thank you guys for all of your continued support to help make this server as awesome as it is. We appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah. All right, cool. Everybody get to practice.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
he already left. Never mind.
Who was it?
I had an attaboy for Mystic for leading
Oh,
us
yeah.
through the mine and getting
It's okay,
us
it's
out
recorded.
safely.
You can clip
We
it.
did.
And...
So for those of you who don't know what any of those words just meant, we did a D&D one-off campaign last night, and it was a lot of fun. We are hoping to bring D&D soon to the community on a wider level, so stay tuned if you're a D&D fan.
Did you all really do 5 hours last night? Because that's
Yes, we did.
from a D&D player, man. That's super long.
That
It
is
really
crazy.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, it
We
was
did
cool.
great for like 15 minutes, but
While we're still on
You
recording, I want to shout out Pathfinder Supremacy to Mystic, just because I know he loves that.
Go Broly. Go Broly.
That's right.
He's the
Now,
best
go
character ever
Grubinator.
created.
Grubinator's the best one.
Broly's better than Gubinator, and we
It's
all
not
know
true.
this. And if it had a one-on-one competition, we shall figure this out this week.
I mean, sure, we could have drinks and food. It wasn't like you couldn't have.
Oh, we can
We
do all
weren't
that.
just sitting at our computers.
Listen, any game where I get to make Mike Peluso impersonate an elderly Englishman is top notch.
That was actually really. I miss Gramps. Gramps was a good one. This was a good one.
All right. Unless anybody's got anything else, I think we're adjourned. The defense rests.
Good night,
Thank you,
guys.
everybody, for coming.
All right. See you guys at practice.
Love you guys. Have a good night.